Professor Santos, a man of quiet wisdom and gentle humor, had loved only one woman his entire life. His eyes, though aged, still sparkled with the memories of a love that had defined his very existence. Every wrinkle on his face told a story, a chapter of a life lived in the embrace of a love that was both profound and enduring. Her name was Elena, and their love story was the kind that poets wrote about, a love that weathered storms, celebrated triumphs, and deepened with each passing year. From the moment they met, there was an unspoken understanding between them, a connection that transcended words and resonated in their hearts. Their love was a symphony, each note played with the grace and beauty of a life shared in perfect harmony. They met as students, their shared passion for literature drawing them together. In the hallowed halls of the university library, amidst the scent of old books and the quiet rustle of turning pages, their love began to blossom. They spent countless hours lost in the world of words, their minds and hearts entwined in a dance of intellectual and emotional discovery. He, a budding scholar with a thirst for knowledge, and she, a spirited artist with eyes that sparkled with a zest for life. Their differences complemented each other perfectly, creating a balance that was both dynamic and serene. While he delved into the depths of philosophical texts, she brought color and vibrancy to their world with her art. Together, they created a tapestry of experiences that enriched their lives and strengthened their bond. Their wedding was a simple affair, a testament to the fact that their love needed no grand pronouncements. Surrounded by close friends and family, they exchanged vows that spoke of a commitment that was both profound and enduring. The simplicity of the ceremony reflected the purity of their love, a love that was built on mutual respect, understanding, and an unwavering devotion to each other. Their home, filled with the aroma of Elena's cooking and the echoes of their laughter, became a sanctuary, a testament to a love that had only grown stronger with time. Every corner of their home was imbued with memories of shared moments, from the quiet mornings spent sipping coffee to the lively evenings filled with conversation and laughter. It was a place where love was not just felt, but lived and celebrated every day. They had built a life filled with simple joys, sharing cups of coffee on their porch as the sun rose, getting lost in the pages of a good book, and cherishing the laughter of their 3 children. Their family was a testament to the love and dedication they had for each other, a love that was reflected in the eyes of their children and the warmth of their home. Each day was a new chapter in their love story, filled with moments of joy, learning, and growth. Their love story was one for the ages, a testament to the enduring power of companionship, the quiet comfort of shared dreams, and the unwavering support that only true love could provide. They faced life's challenges hand in hand, their bond growing stronger with each obstacle they overcame. Their dreams, once individual, had merged into a shared vision of a future built on love, trust, and mutual respect. It was a love that had seen them through life's ups and downs, a love that had stood the test of time. From the joyous moments of celebration to the heart-wrenching times of sorrow, their love remained a constant, a beacon of hope and strength. They embraced each other through every storm, finding solace in the knowledge that their love was unbreakable, a foundation that could withstand any trial. Little did Professor Santos know, fate had a cruel twist in store, a test that would shatter his world and leave him grappling with the overwhelming pain of loss. The day Elena passed away, a part of him went with her. The void left by her absence was a chasm that no amount of time could fill. Yet, even in his grief, the memories of their love provided a source of comfort and strength, a reminder of a life well lived and a love that would endure beyond the bounds of time. Life, as Professor Santos knew it, changed forever on a day that began like any other. Elena, his vibrant and loving wife, received a diagnosis that sent a chill down his spine. Cancer. The word hung in the air between them, heavy and suffocating, a dark cloud threatening to eclipse the joy that had always been their constant companion. Suddenly, their world was filled with doctors' visits, the sterile scent of hospitals, and the heart-wrenching sight of Elena, his pillar of strength, slowly withering away. Through it all, Elena faced her illness with courage and grace, her spirit unbroken even as her body grew frail. Professor Santos, his heart aching with each passing day, remained her steadfast support, his love for her unwavering as he clung to hope. He spent countless hours by her side, reading to her from their favorite books, sharing memories, and whispering words of love and encouragement. But cancer, a relentless adversary, tightened its grip. Elena fought bravely, enduring every treatment with a resilience that amazed everyone. Through it all, Professor Santos never left her side, drawing strength from her unwavering spirit, even as his own heart threatened to break. He would tell her stories of their life together, their children and their grandchildren, clinging to the memories of their shared past as their present slipped through their fingers like grains of sand. Elena's passing left a void in Professor Santos's life that was impossible to fill. She had been his partner, his confidant, and his greatest source of joy. Without her, the world seemed to lose its color and vibrancy. The silence in their home, once filled with the melody of her laughter, was deafening. Every corner of the house echoed with memories of her, making the emptiness even more profound. The meals he once enjoyed now tasted bland. The colors of their garden seemed dull, and even the warmth of the sun felt cold on his skin. The joy of simple pleasures had vanished, leaving behind a hollow existence. His heart ached with a constant, dull pain, a relentless reminder of the love he had lost. It was as if a part of him had been ripped away, leaving a gaping wound that refused to heal. His children, now grown with families of their own, did their best to fill the void. They brought their children, his grandchildren, hoping their laughter and energy would bring some light back into his life. They called him daily, visited often, and made sure he was never truly alone. They shared stories, reminisced about happier times, and tried to engage him in their lives. Yet nothing seemed to penetrate the wall of grief that surrounded him. The world outside felt distant and uninviting, a stark contrast to the vibrant life he once knew. He found solace only in their shared memories, spending hours poring over old photo albums, each picture a poignant reminder of the love they shared. The photographs were his refuge, a way to feel close to Elena once more. He would trace the lines of Elena's face in each photograph, his heart aching for her touch, her voice, her very presence. The images brought back the warmth of her smile, the sound of her laughter, and the comfort of her embrace. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Time seemed to move at a different pace for him, each day blending into the next without distinction. Professor Santos, lost in his sea of grief, withdrew from the world he once knew. He avoided social gatherings, preferring the solitude of his home or the quiet of a lonely park bench. His once lively lectures, filled with passion and wit, became subdued, his words laced with a sadness that resonated with his students. They noticed the change, the lack of enthusiasm, and the heavy heart behind his teachings. His colleagues, concerned by his withdrawn demeanor, offered their condolences, but their words seemed distant, unable to penetrate the depths of his despair. They tried to support him, but the chasm of his grief was too vast. The world continued to spin, but for Professor Santos, time seemed to stand still, frozen in the moment he lost his beloved Elena. The days felt endless, each one a reminder of the life that once was and the love that he would forever miss. Professor Santos' children watched their father's decline with growing concern. They had always seen him as a pillar of strength, but now, that strength seemed to be crumbling before their very eyes. They saw the light fading from his eyes, the once lively spark replaced by a dull ache of loneliness. The man who once filled their home with laughter now seemed like a shadow of his former self. They knew their father was drowning in his sorrow, desperately seeking a lifeline. Each day they watched him retreat further into himself, his silence growing heavier. His once hearty laughter had been replaced by a heavy silence. The house that was once filled with joy now felt cold and empty. One evening, gathered at their childhood home, they decided to intervene. They couldn't bear to see their father suffer in silence any longer. They spoke to him with a gentle firmness, their voices laced with concern and love. They shared their fears and their hopes, trying to reach the part of him that was still capable of feeling. They reminded him of the man he once was, a man of passion, intelligence, and humor. They spoke of the countless memories they had shared. They spoke of the future, of the grandchildren who needed their grandfather, of the stories yet to be told, and the laughter yet to be shared. They proposed an idea, remarriage. It was a suggestion that came from a place of love, but they knew it would be difficult for him to accept. The suggestion hung in the air, heavy with unspoken emotions. It was a delicate topic, one that required sensitivity and understanding. Professor Santos, his heart still raw from Elena's loss, initially rejected the idea outright. The pain of losing her was still too fresh. How could he even fathom loving another after Elena? She had been his soulmate, his partner in every sense of the word. The very thought felt like a betrayal of the love they shared. He couldn't imagine opening his heart to someone else. His children, however, persisted, their voices filled with love and understanding. They knew this was not an easy conversation, but they also knew it was necessary. They weren't asking him to replace Elena, but to open his heart to the possibility of companionship. They wanted him to find happiness again. They reminded him that Elena would want him to be happy, to live a life filled with love and companionship. She wouldn't want him to spend his remaining years in solitude and sorrow. They spoke of the comfort, the shared laughter, and the simple joy of having someone by his side. They painted a picture of a future where he could find peace and contentment once more. The new wife he married turned to be a thorn in his flesh and started introducing male friends to the family and lying about them.